Every time you slam a soda, sweet coffee, or juice, something may happen inside your cells that most people never hear about. Your cells can lose energy fast and start making uric acid on the spot. Not just in your blood, inside the cell itself. And that hidden change may help set up fatty liver, insulin resistance, high blood pressure, and kidney stress long before you ever feel sick. Most people hear the words uric acid and think of one thing: gout, a swollen toe, sharp pain, old men, and rich food. But that is only part of the story. Uric acid is not just about crystals in a joint. It can also act like a warning flare inside your cells when sugar, especially fructose, hits too hard and too fast. That is why this matters. This is not just about eating dessert once in a while. This is about what happens when sweet drinks, candy, syrup, sports drinks, and ultra-processed snacks keep sending the same signal again and again. The key word here is fructose. Fructose is one part of table sugar. Table sugar is half glucose and half fructose. High fructose corn syrup also gives you fructose. So do many sweet drinks and many foods with added sugar. Now, your body does not handle fructose the same way it handles glucose. Glucose can be used by many parts of the body. Your muscles can use it, your brain can use it, your cells know what to do with it. Fructose is different. A lot of it gets pushed to the liver. The kidney can handle some too. The small intestine helps too. But the big point is this: fructose takes a different path, and that path burns through cell energy very fast. Your cells run on ATP. Think of ATP like tiny battery packs. Your cells use them for almost everything. When you move, think, repair, and stay alive, ATP is being used. Most of the time, your body tries to protect that energy. It has brakes, it has controls. Fructose slips past some of those controls. When fructose enters the cell, an enzyme called fructokinase grabs it fast, very fast. It adds a phosphate to it right away. That sounds small, but it costs energy. It starts using up ATP and pulling down phosphate inside the cell. If enough fructose comes in, that drop can happen quickly. Now the cell is in trouble. When ATP drops, the cell starts breaking down part of its energy system. One of the things that builds up is AMP. Then AMP gets broken down further, and one of the end products is uric acid. That means the uric acid did not just float in from nowhere. The sugar helped create it inside the cell because the cell was burning through energy too fast. That is the time bomb. At first, you do not feel it. There is no alarm sound, no flashing light. But inside the cell, the energy has dipped and uric acid has gone up. And that is where the second problem starts. A lot of people think uric acid is only a waste product, just trash the body needs to get rid of. But research says it can do more than that. Uric acid can raise oxidative stress. It can make it harder for mitochondria to do their job well. Mitochondria are the parts of the cell that help make energy. You can think of them like little power plants. So now look at the pattern. Sugar comes in. ATP drops. Uric acid rise. Then the cell's power system gets stressed. That is a bad trade. You ate sugar because you wanted energy. But deep in the cell, the process can drain energy first and create stress after. This helps explain why sugar can be so tricky. It gives a fast rush on the outside, but it may create a slower problem on the inside. In the liver, this matters a lot. When fructose drives up uric acid and oxidative stress, the liver starts shifting toward fat making. It also gets worse at burning fat. So the liver begins to store fat instead. That is one reason sweet drinks and added sugar are tied to fatty liver. Researchers have described this chain very clearly. Fructose comes in, fructokinase burns ATP, AMP gets broken down, Uric acid rises, oxidative stress goes up, and the liver gets pushed toward making and storing fat. That is not just theory. A human study published in 2012 found that people who ate more fructose had lower liver energy at baseline and worse recovery after a fructose challenge. People with higher uric acid also showed a deeper drop in liver energy during the test. In simple words, their livers looked less able to handle the hit. This is why the story is bigger than calories. A lot of people still think all that matters is how much you eat, but the way a food moves through the body matters too. Fructose has a special way of stressing energy systems. That is part of why liquid sugar is such a problem. It comes in fast, it is easy to overdo, and it does not fill you up much. The kidney gets pulled into this story too. The kidney is not just a filter. It is a living tissue with hard-working cells. Research shows fructose can also be made and used in the kidney, and the same uric acid pathway can get turned on there too. That can raise oxidant stress, hurt the tiny tubes in the kidney, and push the body toward holding more salt. More salt held in the body can help raise blood pressure. So this one chain can reach far. It can hit the liver. It can hit the kidney. It can help strain blood vessels. It can help move the body toward insulin resistance. That last part matters a lot. When uric acid and oxidative stress rise inside cells, the body starts having a harder time responding to insulin the way it should. Over time, that can help push blood sugar higher, hunger higher, belly fat higher, and energy lower. This is why sugar problems often travel in a pack. Fatty liver, high triglycerides, rising blood pressure, insulin resistance, weight gain around the middle. They do not always come one by one. They often grow together. And the uric acid story may be one reason why. Now here is something important. This does not mean fruit is the enemy. Whole fruit is not the same as soda. An orange is not the same as orange juice. A bowl of berries is not the same as a giant sweet tea. Whole fruit comes with fiber. It comes with water. It comes with a slower pace. Some fruits also carry vitamin C and plant compounds that may help lower some of the oxidant stress tied to this pathway. That does not make fruit magic. It just means whole fruit behaves very differently from liquid sugar and processed sweets. The real danger zone is frequent added sugar, especially in drinks. Soda, sweet coffee, energy drinks, sports drinks, fruit punch, juice used like water. Those are the things that can deliver a big fructose load fast. And fast is the problem. The cell does not get much time to adapt. The energy drop happens quickly. The uric acid gets made. The stress builds. That is why someone can feel fine for years while damage quietly grows under the surface. No gout yet. No big warning sign yet. Just a little more belly fat. A little more fatigue. A little more liver fat. A little higher blood pressure. A little worse lab work each year. Then one day it has a name. The scary part is that people often blame themselves. They think they are lazy, broken, weak, but a lot of the time, they have been running the same sugar hit over and over while never being told what it was doing deep inside the cell. The good news is that this pathway can calm down. If you want to lower the pressure, the first move is simple. Cut the liquid sugar first. That gives you the biggest win for the least pain. If you drink soda every day, start there. If you live on sweet coffee, start there. If juice is a daily habit, start there. If your sports drink tastes like candy, start there. Then look at the quiet sugar too. Sauces, yogurt, bars, breakfast cereal, healthy snacks. Many of them are just sugar wearing better clothes. You do not have to eat perfectly to help your cells. You just have to stop hitting them so hard, so often. Water helps. Whole foods help. Protein and fiber help slow things down. Whole fruit is usually a better choice than juice. And if your doctor is tracking liver enzymes, triglycerides, blood sugar, or uric acid, pay attention. Those numbers can tell part of the story before disease gets loud. So when you hear the words uric acid, do not just picture a sore toe. Picture a tired cell. Picture a liver losing energy. Picture a kidney under stress. Picture sugar setting off a chain reaction most people never see. Because that is the real danger. The time bomb is not only the uric acid in your blood, it is the uric acid sugar can help create inside the cell right after it drains the cell's energy. And once you understand that, sugar stops looking like a harmless treat. It starts looking like a hidden signal that tells your cells to burn through power, make stress, and slowly move toward damage. That is the bomb. And the more often you light the fuse, the harder it gets for your body to stay ahead of it.